It is generally said that love conquers all and that all you need is love. But unfortunately, a solid relationship needs more than love to thrive. It involves being there for each other, showing support, being involved in active communication, and above all, showing your appreciation every day. Hello and welcome to the channel. My name is Leah. If you're seeing me for the first time or you are a returning subscriber, your presence is truly appreciated. On this channel, we talk on self-development, public speaking, communication, lifestyle, relationship, and faith. Generally, on how we can level up in bringing out the best version of our lives. And in today's video, I'm going to be discussing on a very important topic that says only love is not enough to sustain your relationship. And if this sounds like something you're interested in, then I want you to stay with me and watch the video. You may dwell in a euphoric state when you are in love and everything seems better, right? But for maintaining a healthy relationship, only love is not enough. This is because relationships are built on various values and qualities like compatibility, compassion, loyalty, understanding, cooperation, trust, open and honest communication, and all love goodness. Also, even if you have all these qualities, your relationship can get difficult because of your goals and different priorities in life. Long-term relationships need more than love to sustain. Before we move on, let us define what is love. Love is a strong feeling of deep, constant affection, care, and connection for someone or something. It is a beautiful emotion that brings euphoria to our lives when we are in it, right? But certain things can alter this constant affection and change the meaning of love. Just because you fall in love with someone doesn't necessarily mean that they are good partners for you to be with over the long term. Love is an emotional process, while compatibility is a logical process, and the two doesn't bleed into one another very well. Here with me are some certain major scenarios where only love alone is not enough to sustain a relationship. And the first scenario is when there is no communication. Communication in a relationship is always one of the most important ingredients in love. So, while you are looking and searching for the right partner, see that they are able to communicate their ideas with words as well as action. Most long-term relationships are able to survive because both partners are able to communicate their needs and desires in a healthy manner. Non-violent communication is always the key to a healthy relationship. If you did not communicate with your partner effectively, they are not going to understand your needs, thoughts, and the things that matter to you. And the same goes for them as well. Lack of proper non-violent communication can shake the foundation of a relationship, even if there is love between the partners, and this may turn into a toxic relationship. The second scenario is when there is a lack of compatibility. Those in a compatible relationship with their partner will work together in every level in life. Compatibility is sharing the same interests and goals and handling each other's differences, resolving conflicts and planning the future while staying on the same page and maintaining control of your life. It also means that each partner is able to engage in their own hobbies and interests and investing time in their friendship outside the relationship. And if there is a lack of compatibility and the timings are off, it can also lead to challenges. The third scenario here is when you are matured, but your partner is not matured. Many people have immature partners who have refused to grow up in their thought pattern. Ambitious women or men who have a definite life goals often face challenges when dealing with immature partners who lack the drive or ambition. Relationships can tear apart because of this. You should understand that most people's hearts, thought process, needs, emotions, and interests change over time. A relationship in your life can suffer if all it has is a mere love. The fourth scenario here is when there are ego issues. Ego issues are common in every relationship. They can be difficult to navigate, especially with ambitious men and women who are involved in a relationship. Ambitious people may have higher expectations from their partners, and they may consider their laid-back attitude as a negative attribute. Ego clashes may arise when you or both of you are unwilling to confront the honest truth and make up or resolve the conflicts in your relationship. The fifth scenario here is when there is no conflict resolution or problem-solving skills. Always observe how your prospective person resolves conflict with their friends and family. This is a huge indication of how they're going to approach the challenges in the relationship as well. Does he or she get vindictive, stonewall, or become overly anxious and start overthinking without making the actual effort to understand and resolve the conflict? You should understand that conflict and resolutions in our relationship shows our respect, emotional regulation, and perseverance to keep the relationship. Another scenario is when you are in a long distance relationship. Personally, I do not encourage a long distance relationship because they are hard to maintain, and they even get harder when the distance between the partners is prolonged. Most long distance relationships do not tend to last forever. Long distance relationships requires devotion, dedication, and complete commitment to making it work. Being in a long distance relationship with someone who is geographically separated from you and has a lower probability of relocating can take a serious toll on your relationship. The next scenario is when there is no mutual respect. Respect is a fundamental right of every human being. Without respect, the best relationships fall. Always seek respect in relationship and be ready to offer the same. Respect in a relationship can look like valuing your partner, listening to them and their needs, and respecting their space and boundaries. Another scenario here with me is when there is lack of honesty and trust is broken. Here, your partner may lie to you or cheat on you, and you forgive them and your relationship appears normal again, right? Although cheating may not mean the end of a relationship, rarely can a trust be reestablished. There are also chances that your partner may break your trust again. When you lose trust in someone, it is hard, it is very hard to confide in them anymore. You can love someone, but if you don't trust them and they don't trust you, then the relationship won't be healthy. Trust is a foundation or a building block of every healthy relationship, and without it, jealousy and insecurity can lead to unhealthy or even abusive behavior. This basic quality goes a long way. Is your partner able to honestly tell you if they make mistake or where they are? A person who is honest will be easy to trust and depend on. Always look out for these signs in the early days of the relationship, as a relationship without this foundation always end up becoming messy or abusive. The next scenario here is when there is no self-confidence and independence. Having a healthy outlook towards your work, your relationship, your body and mental capabilities shows a sign of high self-esteem. Partners who are comfortable in their own skin and are able to voice their thoughts without forcing their opinion will as well have respect for you and your thought too. You should learn to take control of your life and make the best out of it in every challenge. Another scenario here is when toxicity has developed in your relationship. While you are having a blissful streak of early good days in your loving relationship, your partner may start displaying patterns of abusive behavior over time. This may start with subtle signs of blaming and shame, and may even worsen eventually. People in a toxic relationship usually do not give up. They keep hoping that their partner will change one day, probably stop the abuse, or believe that their happiness solely depends on that relationship. However, abusive behavior in toxic relationships worsens with time. Lack of mutual respect is always a cause for a toxic relationship, leading to abuse and stifling any chance for innovative behavior and personal growth. Abuse always has to do with power and control, and it has many faces, including emotional, physical, financial, and verbal. And all these are not healthy for your well-being. And the last scenario I have here with me is when things beyond your control happen. Life can get hard sometimes, okay? Stressful episode in your life, like discovering a severe illness or something else beyond your control, can happen. Such situation can change your love life forever. In such cases, even a healthy relationship can crumble if it had been built on the foundation of love alone. When love alone isn't enough to sustain a relationship, it can be a challenging and a painful situation. And if this is your case right now, it's important for you to evaluate all these essential qualities and fix anyone that is missing in order to improve the quality of your relationship. That is it. We have come to the end of the video, and I hope you found it helpful. If you have any question, comment, or contribution, feel free to drop it on the comment section down below, and I will definitely get back to you. And if you haven't subscribed, please click on that subscribe and also turn on the notification bell so that you won't miss any of my content, so that you get notified each time I upload a new content. Okay, stay safe. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you in my next video. Stay safe. Till then, I love you. Bye.